Track control arms, TCAs, whatever you want to call them, the cause of many front suspension issues. If you've got vague front end handling and it kind of feels like it's got a mind of its own, well, short of getting your wheels balanced, I'd say your next best bet would be to check the condition of these arms and the bushes that are in them. So I got to remove mine anyway to do another job, so let's take a look at how it's done. Right, step one, slacken off your wheel nuts, then jack up the car, of course. Put your handbrake on, chop the back wheels, whatever. And please use a set of these. Right, you're not going to want a ton's worth of automobile falling on your face. Once you've got your wheels out of the way, let's take a look. Right, we are under the front end, and what I like to do now, and I say I like to do because it's not strictly necessary, but I think it makes the job a whole lot easier, and I'm all about making stuff easier. So I've wrapped a ratchet strap around the anti-roll bar here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to tighten down on this ratchet strap and relieve the pressure that the anti-roll bar is putting on the track control arms. That's hopefully going to make it easier to get them off, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on. Okay, right, here we are under the front wheel well. Here's the track control arm. Alright, it's joined to the car in 3 places, 1 at the cross member here, 2 at the anti-roll bar here, and 3 at the bottom of the strut here. So first things first, let's undo these nuts. Right, once you've undone these 3 bolts, the first one you're going to want to get out is the inner one here. It might take a bit of persuasion to get it out. Well, that came out easier than I thought it was going to do. So we're free at the inner now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push the inner part of the track control arm out to level this bit off here, and that's going to enable us to get our splitter in. Right, now what we've got to do is split the ball joint. There's a few different ways of doing this. What I'm going to use today is a set of splitters like this. Okay, you can use some like this, like the pickle fork variety, but if you're going to reuse the arms like I want to do, this thing is going to make mincemeat of your rubber boots. So if you're going to throw them away and replace the arms, then by all means bray it apart with one of those, but as I want to keep mine in one piece, I'm going to use this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to push the splitter in here. Like so. Right, with the splitter in position, I'm going to tighten down on this until I hear a very loud bang. Told you it was going to be loud. Right, what you can see now is that ball joint is free. That took some doing actually. But we can now undo this and get the arm out. And she's free. Rejoice. Give yourself a pat on the back, because I do believe that is the hardest part over and done with. Depending on what type of bush you choose to fit, I'll get to that in a minute. So I'm not going to show you the other side because essentially it's exactly the same, just a mirror. But it is worth noting while I'm here that these arms are directional. In other words, there is a right arm and there is a left arm, and you cannot interchange them. So when you take them off, take note of which side goes where and make sure you get them back in the same place. Right, onto the workbench, aka the cat bed. Get that out of the way. Okay, here is an arm that you will have hopefully removed. Now, once you've got the old bushes out, if you're going to fit new bushes, I would always advise this type of bush, the one that comes in two halves, right? So fitting them is really as simple as 1, 2, 3. That's it, done. If you are a proper sucker for punishment, you're going to want to use this kind of bush, right? The solid one-piece thing. Now, because I'm nice, I'm going to try and demonstrate to you how I would fit this if I was stupid enough to want to. Here's what I've gone with. Piece of threaded bar right through the middle, the bush is here, a big socket on the other side, a couple of washers and a couple of nuts, and what I'm hoping is going to happen is when I tighten down on these two nuts, it's going to squash this bush into the middle of here, okay? This might not work. Lots of lubrication is your friend too, so get a lot of grease in there. Right, it looks like it's about there. If you need to remove a bush that's like this, okay, basically all I would have to do is keep tightening and it would push the whole bush out and into this socket. So if you're stuck removing them, that's always a way you can do it. That's the best I could do. You know, it kind of worked in a totally haggard sort of way. But as it's not going on my car, that'll do for demonstrational purposes. So once you are happy with the condition of the bushes and the ball joint, it's time to refit this bad boy. So first thing I'm going to fit is half of the outer track control arm bush, and while I'm here, these conical washers, the concave bit faces outwards, so that goes on like that. Half of the bush here with the metal insert on there. So opposite to how we took it off, first thing I'm going to fit is the ball joint through there, like so. Then the outer track control arm goes in, like so. That's it. Then your second half of the outer bush into place, your conical washer, like that, and then the nut. Just get it as finger tight as you can get it. Then your nut on the top of your ball joint, that can go on next. So once you've got those two into position, undoubtedly the hardest part of fitting this arm is getting this inner bolt in. Now, remember that ratchet strap I fitted? Well, if you need to adjust the arm inwards and outwards in this direction, well, you can do that by tightening and loosening on this ratchet strap. I'm hoping I'm close enough to not have to do that. And that's it. Cool, now all I've got to do is put the washer and the nut on the other side, and jobs are good. So now you're going to want to tighten everything up. Now there is a torque spec for these, but you're supposed to torque them up with the weight of the car on its wheels. So for now, I'm just going to nip them up. If anything's going to put up a fight, it's going to be this. And what's happening is when you're turning it, all that's happening is you're turning the ball joint. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my little jack and I'm going to just jack it up gently under here, put a bit of pressure on it, and I'll be able to tighten that up. You don't have to go crazy, that should do it. Voila! So breathe a sigh of relief because it's almost done. I'm going to throw the wheels back on the thing, get rid of the jack stands, the jack, and the ratchet strap. Don't forget about the ratchet strap. And then the last thing to do is torque up the bolts with the weight of the car on its wheels. But if you've got a lowered car like mine, well, good luck getting anything but your hands under there, so you're going to have to get a little bit more creative, which is why I'm nipping across the road to my neighbours to use a pit.
Yeah, we get that.
And if you haven't got a neighbour with one of these, well, unlucky, but a set of wheel ramps would do the job just the same. Cheers, John! So once you've torqued everything up, congratulations, that's it. I will put the torque settings I've used in the description of the video, so if you need to check them out, that's where you can find them. Other than that, done. Get out there and give it some stick. Oh, I enjoyed that. Oh, we're still going.